Hello, everyone, and welcome back to English for Everyone channel, your friendly place to learn real English for real life. I'm Emily, and as always, I'm here with the fantastic, insightful, and always cheerful Paul.
Thank you, Emily. Hi, everyone. It's great to be back. I always love these conversations with you and with all our amazing listeners who are working so hard on their English.
We really do have a wonderful community, and today's topic is something so many learners can relate to.
Yes, we hear this all the time. I can understand English pretty well. I can read, I can listen, but when I try to speak, I just can't.
Exactly. It's like your brain knows the words, but your mouth refuses to cooperate. You watch a movie and understand most of it, but when someone asks you, "Hey, what did you think of the movie?" suddenly your mind goes blank.
Right. It's like all those words vanish into thin air. But here's the good news. You're not broken. You're not bad at English. This is an incredibly normal stage in language learning.
Totally. And today we're going to explore why this happens and, more importantly, what you can do about it. We'll share some clear, practical strategies that can help you move from understanding English to actually speaking it with confidence.
Why you understand but can't speak.
So, Paul, let's start with the big question. Why does this happen? Why can someone understand English but struggle to speak it?
Well, first of all, understanding and speaking are two completely different skills. Think of them as two sides of the same coin.
Right. Listening and reading are what we call receptive skills. You take in information, you recognize sounds, words, and meanings.
Exactly. It's like being a sponge. You're absorbing everything. But speaking is a productive skill. You have to actively recall vocabulary, choose the right grammar, build sentences, and actually say the words, all in real time.
That's a lot of pressure for your brain. It's a bit like listening to a beautiful song versus performing it on stage yourself.
Yes, that's the perfect comparison. You might enjoy the melody and understand it, but when it's your turn to play the instrument, suddenly your fingers feel stiff.
And the same thing happens with English. You might know the structure and vocabulary, but you haven't practiced using it enough.
Exactly, and that's another big reason, lack of speaking practice. In many classrooms, learners spend most of their time reading or doing grammar exercises. They rarely get a chance to actually speak.
That's so true. I've met students who can write beautifully in English, but freeze up the moment they have to talk to a real person.
And then there's the psychological side, fear.
Ah, yes. The fear of making mistakes.
Right. So many learners are terrified of saying something wrong, maybe using the wrong tense or pronouncing something funny. That fear blocks them from even trying.
I remember when I was learning Spanish, I was so nervous to speak that I just nod and smile, hoping the other person would stop talking to me.
I've done that too with French. It's completely normal. But the truth is, mistakes are not bad. They're proof that you're learning.
Yes. Every time you make a mistake, you're discovering a weak point, something you can fix and improve. It's like your brain saying, "Hey, we need more practice here."
Exactly. So instead of thinking, "Oh no, I made a mistake," think, "Great, now I know what to work on next."
Building confidence. Confidence is such a big part of speaking. You might know more English than you think, but you hesitate because you don't feel ready.
Totally. It's like standing on the edge of a swimming pool. You know how to swim, but you're scared to jump in.
And here's the thing, you'll never feel ready. You just have to jump. Start small, start simple, but start speaking.
Exactly. The first step is to reduce pressure. Don't aim for long, complex conversations. Begin with small, short sentences.
For example, greetings. Hi, how are you? Nice to meet you. What's your name? Simple, clear, useful, and they build your confidence quickly.
And here's something important. Consistency is key. Short daily practice beats long occasional sessions every time.
Yes, even 10 or 15 minutes a day can make a huge difference. It's like going to the gym. You don't lift heavy weights on day one. You start light, but you go regularly.
Exactly. And the more often you use English, even just talking to yourself, the faster your brain builds the speaking reflex.
Simple ways to practice speaking. Let's share some fun and easy ways to practice speaking every day.
Sure. Here are a few. Talk to yourself. Describe what you're doing. I'm making tea. I'm walking to the shop. It trains your brain to think in English.
Narrate your surroundings. The sun is bright today. I see a red car. The birds are singing.
And you can plan your day out loud. Tomorrow I'll meet my friend. I need to buy milk and bread.
And if you have a mirror, even better. Speak to yourself in the mirror. It feels weird at first, but it helps you notice your mouth movements and pronunciation.
That's great. And here's another. Shadowing. Listen to a short clip in English, maybe from a podcast or YouTube video, and repeat it word for word, trying to match the rhythm and tone.
Shadowing is amazing for pronunciation and confidence. Start with short sentences, then move on to longer ones.
And role plays in real-life situations. You can also practice through role plays. Imagine real-life situations, ordering food, booking a hotel room, or meeting someone new.
Exactly. For example, I'd like to order a pizza, please. How much is the ticket? Can I have a window seat? These are practical, real sentences you'll actually use.
And you can make it more fun. Pretend you're talking to a friend or record yourself having a mini dialogue.
Describe and tell stories. Another great activity is describing pictures. Look at a photo online and say what's happening. The boy is playing football. The woman is reading a book. The sky looks cloudy.
That's perfect for building vocabulary and fluency. And you can take it further by telling short stories.
Yes, for example, yesterday I went to the market. I bought some apples. It was sunny. I met my friend. Keep it simple. The goal is to speak, not to be perfect.
And active listening and immersion. Another key tip is listening actively. When you listen to native speakers, pay attention to their tone, rhythm, and pauses. Try to copy those patterns.
Yes, and immerse yourself in English as much as possible. Watch TV shows, listen to podcasts, or even change your phone language to English. Every little bit helps your brain stay connected to the language.
And remember, don't rely on subtitles forever. Start with them if you need to, but gradually try to understand without reading.
Patience and motivation. Let's be honest, learning to speak fluently takes time.
Exactly. It's a long-term journey, like learning a musical instrument. The more you practice, the better you get.
So don't get discouraged if you're not fluent yet. Celebrate small wins. Maybe today you spoke one full sentence. That's progress.
Yes, each small step is success. Don't compare yourself to others. Focus on how far you've come.
And stay connected with others who are learning English too. A supportive community makes a big difference.
Right. Find study buddies, join online language groups, or comment on videos like this one. Encourage others, and they'll encourage you too.
Final words of encouragement. So, Paul, what's one final message for our listeners?
I'd say believe in yourself. You already understand English, and that's a huge step. Now it's just about practicing and building confidence. You can absolutely do this.
Beautifully said. And remember, English is not just about rules, it's about connection. It's about expressing your ideas and sharing your voice.
Exactly. So keep practicing, keep speaking, and most importantly, enjoy the process.
And that's it for today's episode. We hope you found these tips helpful and encouraging.
If you did, please subscribe to English for Everyone channel, share this episode with your friends, and tell us in the comments, what's the biggest challenge you face when speaking English?
We'd love to hear your stories and maybe feature your question in our next episode.
Thanks for joining us today, everyone. Keep learning, keep smiling, and keep speaking English every day.
Goodbye, everyone, and happy learning.